Good morning, Saturday, the 19th of September, 2020. Pastor Ron Jetter, Immanuel Lutheran Church, Grandview, Washington. You may feel like I've been teasing you these past few days or these past few weeks as we go through Genesis, because so many of the times I will end the story where there's some kind of suspense, where you really want to know what happens next. Well, partly it's because of where it tends to break. I shoot for about 10 minutes or so, and when it gets there, I stop. Partly the story has so much intrigue in it. It's just so well written, and it's our faith history, so it's important. Also, you could pick up your own Bibles and go ahead and read ahead, and some of you may be doing it, but then again, where's the fun in that? Why not just stay tuned? Speaking of teasing, though, I feel like my friend Tim, the meteorologist, has been doing the same, because day after day, we've been waiting. It was a week ago yesterday when the air quality went over 300, which went from very unhealthy into the outright hazardous range, and it peaked. It goes up to 500 and then it stops being, because at that point you shouldn't even be inside with a mask on, hardly. You should be on oxygen, because it's going to get in and out, and it did. And it got up to 485, but it stayed above 300 all the rest of mid-afternoon Friday, all day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then finally late Thursday night, early Friday morning, it began to drop. Finally below 300 for the first time in almost a calendar week. So, but what we kept hearing was, okay, by Monday, it would have been last Monday, it should blow through. Well, now they're saying Thursday. Thursday came and went, and then they said Saturday. So today is the day. Boy, it's beautiful and it's clear outside, and yeah, right. Well, it is starting to clear, though. It is coming down, and the weather finally is moving through. So will it come back? I don't know. But we do seem like we're getting teased, and we're kind of tired of waiting. But while we're waiting, how about we listen to a good story? Joseph's brothers are all together now, all 12 of the brothers. The 10 older, Reuben, Simeon, Judah, and all the others. Simeon's been reunited with them. Benjamin, they're in Joseph's dining hall. They don't yet know that Joseph, the servant of Pharaoh, is really the brother that they sold into slavery. They know only that they are there, and that they had better mind their P's and Q's. They better walk very carefully, because this person could have them jailed or put to death. Chapter 44, verse 1. Joseph commanded the steward of his house, fill the men's sacks with food, as much as they can carry, and put each man's money in the top of his sack. Put my cup, the silver cup, in the top of the sack of the youngest, with his money for the grain. As he did, Joseph told him. He did as Joseph told him. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away with their donkeys. When they had gone only a short distance from the city, Joseph said to his steward, "Go follow after the men, and when you overtake them, say to them, 'Why have you returned evil for good? Why have you stolen my silver cup? Is it not from this that my Lord drinks? Does he indeed use it for divination? You have done wrong in doing this.'" Well, the steward was the one who put the cup in there. So the steward knows that Joseph is toying with them, setting them up. When the steward overtook them, he repeated these words to them. They said to him, "Why does my Lord speak such words as these? Far be it from your servants that they should do such a thing. Look, the money that we found at the top of our sacks we brought back to you from the land of Canaan. Why then would we steal silver or gold from your Lord's house?" This is true. They had plenty of their own silver and gold. They did not need to steal. "Should it be found with any of your servants, let him die. Moreover, the rest of us will become my Lord's slaves." Ooh, be careful what you say. These people throw these oaths around like they're candy, not realizing, oh boy, what are they doing? He said, even so, in accordance with your words, let it be. He with whom it is found shall become my slave, but the rest of you shall go free. Each one quickly lowered his sack to the ground. Each opened his sack. He searched, beginning with the eldest, ending with the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Of course it was. And they tore their clothes. Each one loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. Wow. So they didn't go back home. Benjamin's now captive. He's now been labeled a criminal, a thief, and the other 10 have to follow him because they have promised their dad, we will watch over Benjamin, we'll keep Benjamin safe, we won't let anything happen to Benjamin. Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house while he was still there. They fell to the ground before him. Joseph said to them, what deed is this that you have done? Do you not know that one such as I can practice divination? And Judah said, what can we say, my lord? What can we speak? How can we clear ourselves? God has found out the guilt of your servants. Here we are then, my lord's slaves, both we and the one in whose possession the cup has been found. But he said, far be it from me that I should do so. Only the one in whose possession the cup was found shall be my slave. As for you, go in peace to your father. And there's a dilemma. They can't. They cannot leave without Benjamin. Joseph will not let Benjamin go. Now that he's been reunited with his younger brother, he's happy. It's all he really wants. He's not even missing his dad that much, but he missed his brother so much. They grew up together. The other 10, they were older. They were from different moms. Benjamin, his only true full brother. Judah stepped up and said to him, verse 18, my lord, let your servant speak, please, a word in my lord's ear. Do not be angry with your servant, for you are like Pharaoh himself. My lord asked his servant, saying, have you a father or a brother? As we said to my lord, yes, we have a father, an old man, and a younger brother, the child of his old age. His brother is dead. He alone is left of his mother's children, and his father loves him. You said to your servant, bring him down to me, so that I may set my eyes on him. We said to my lord, the boy cannot leave his father. If he should leave his father would die. Then you said to your servants, unless your youngest brother comes down, you shall not see my face again. When we went back to your servant, my father, we told him your words. And our father said, go again, buy us a little food. We said, we cannot go down, only if our youngest brother goes with us. For we cannot see the man's face unless the younger brother is with us. On and on. Then your servant, my father, said to us, you know that my wife bore me 2 sons. One left me. Surely he has been torn to pieces, and I have never seen him since. If you take this one also from me, and harm comes to him, you will bring down my gray hairs in sorrow to Sheol. Now therefore, when I come to your servant my father, and the boy is not with us, as his life is bound up in the boy's life, when he sees that the boy is not with us, he will die. Your servants will bring down the gray hairs of his head, your servant, our father, with sorrow to Sheol. How can I go back to my father if the boy is not with me? I fear to see the suffering that would come upon my father. Well, now the ball is in Joseph's court, because his dad wasn't the one who sold him into slavery. His dad wasn't the one who ripped up his coat, coated it with animal blood, and said, oh, Joseph's been killed, eaten by wild animals. His dad grieved deeply, and Joseph hadn't given that much thought to it until now. All he thought was, I have Benjamin back. He didn't think what price his father would pay for losing Benjamin. So here's the dilemma. How does he reunite his father and his brother and himself? And if he's able to do that, what would Jacob/Israel say to the 10 sons who deceived him, lied to him, and sold his favorite son into slavery? Once again, here's the teaser, isn't it? Once again, the chapter ends on this note The story of Joseph and his brothers goes on. It was a 2-hour musical, so, I mean, it's several chapters. Yeah, wow. And in fact, this is going to end the book of Exodus, and we're only in chapter 44. So we've got 7 more chapters to go of this story. But what a great story. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Bible study, and our text is the first lesson from the Sunday readings, which is from Jonah chapter 3 and chapter 4. And then 10 a.m. worship. I will be in the sanctuary. A small group of people from the church council leadership will be there with me as we now begin to explore what it's going to mean to allow others back into the sanctuary while simultaneously not going backward, while still being able to worship with all of the congregation who will still be at their homes through technology, through Zoom on the iPad and the computer. God bless.